Yes, we are back. It's the blog. I know you missed us because we missed you too. My name is Destiny Amaka, aka I'm a kiss, mwah, sprinkling you all with some love and some goodness. And we've got some juicy stories to dabble into. But just before we do that, I gotta let you know who's in the building. I'm feeling a little bit cold. You know, all the skin that's showing because there's too much freshness in the building. Daddy Fresh.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you know how it is. The freshest of them all, yes. I say this every time to myself. Mirror, mirror on the world, who's the freshest of them all?
And then the mirror breaks.
And I see myself.
No, the woman.
And I cannot hear the haters on this side.
Sorry.
I see myself and I'm like, why? But I'll take it. My mama told me so. You told me so.
But you look nice.
Yes.
He really does. He
yes.
does.
We're trying to live up to the name.
You actually look better on camera.
Wow.
Than you do here, but you look.
Wow, I look better on camera. Wow.
No, but you look good. Like
that's the same way to say, bro, you're ugly, but camera helps you out.
It's not true.
It's right.
Yes, it's true.
Ah!
No, I'm joking. All right, guys, Ayo Thompson is not around today, but we were not leaving you without some more juice. Hey, say hello to the next freshest. I'm blessed amongst men.
Oh,
Daddy Caesar. Daddy Caesar.
Daddy
you like it when I call you
Daddy Caesar. Okay.
Daddy C.
Daddy C.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
How about that?
According to them, Daddy C, man of steel in the building. Yeah. You know.
Who is this? You don't know that I can do it too.
You just don't get the same reaction.
You are still surprised. That's the idea.
No.
Look at that.
Please.
You can't wish. You can't wish. You can't wish for this.
Oh my God! What?
You know?
Oh no, it's what? He even brought the chicken legs off.
Do you know that Bruce Lee wasn't that muscular, but he was like.
It is all good.
Bruce Lee was a wonderful actor.
Wow.
Wonderful actor. Listen, if you got guns bigger than Caesar and obviously bigger than Adewa, feel free to flex them.
Look at you.
Yes, look at me.
I beg to differ.
I beg you.
Have you seen me without this coat?
It's not necessary. You'll be cold.
I don't want to see myself without the coat.
You'll be very cold. It's all right. I'm scared. But guys, you can interact with us throughout the show. We're here for an hour. Head on to Twitter. Make sure you use the hashtag
love to blog
so that Adewa here can find your tweets and read them out. Let us know how your week has been and if you got bigger guns than Caesar, and obviously even I got bigger guns than Adewa. But here is what to expect on today's show.
Wicked somebody.
Yep, Miss Gabrielle Union says she didn't want kids before, but now she has a change of heart.
Bam.
Ooh, wow.
Bam.
And we got Maven's first lady coming up who says the men are superior to women at home.
Oh, God.
If we have time, we've got a real piece lined up.
Oh, God.
And it's going to be great. This real piece, I pray we have time, because this man said that he slapped his wife before the wedding day to test her. But she walked away.
Wow.
Yes, it is the blog, people. It's the blog. We got gender equality arguments coming right up with some more trend or trash. It's Thursday. You thought I forgot, Abby. Trend or trash. What's trend or trash?
Hey,
trend or trash.
Let's go.
Trend or trash.
I'm trending.
Welcome back to the blog. Yes, we are live. It's a live show. You might have heard us giggling backstage.
Yes.
Because the party still carries on even after the cameras are gone. Don't forget to go on Twitter and give us a tweet. Let us know who's in the building and use the hashtag #LoveToBlog. These guys are amazing.
Oh, yes.
I can't wait. Adewa, please.
Actually, yes, I'm just going to put it out there that I'm...
That you're what?
Okay, let me just put it out there that
what?
That I'm single.
I thought you was finally going to confess. I was like, no, Adewa, 14 years.
No, I said I was single.
Destiny's talking about something else.
I actually don't know what she's talking about. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. Well, okay, we're going to trend the chat real quick. And this is my favorite segment because Destiny gets to lose. So let's go trend the trash real quick.
Why are you being mean?
It's that time. It's that time.
Ayo's usually mean.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time where you have the power to decide what music video gets to trend on TV and or gets to enter the trash can. That's why it's called Trend or Trash. So we're going to be playing you a video where you get to tell us what you think about the video. Is it good enough to trend? Or would it just be a trash in between? Or a trash, you know, or would it just, you know, trash it away? We don't care. So we have our in-house panelists,
Bang da da dang.
Caesar Bang da da dang,
Yeah.
and Lady Destiny.
Bang da da dang.
She's the Bang da da dang da dang. She's the.
Listen, I'm trying to keep in the spiritual
Okay, she's getting the
zone.
speech. So
okay, all
I'm
right.
supposed to give her clues because she never looks. So let's do this. This guy has been in the industry for quite some time. He's a guy. He dropped an album that was really big. I think 2015 or thereabout.
I already have an idea.
2015. He had.
Okay.
He's someone they used to. Most comedians used to crack jokes about that. Bobrisky used sun cream
I know
and he
who it
became a
is.
celebrity.
He's not an upcoming artist.
No, he's not an upcoming artist. So he dropped a new
Wait,
video
I didn't
now.
say that. Wait,
He dropped a new video now. So do you know who we're talking about? You know, he was quite in some issue one time that he was
He had an issue with his knuckles.
with his knuckles. Yeah, he had a knuckle problem.
A knuckle problem.
Yeah,
Knuckle issues.
not like he was a boxer.
It wasn't a box. No,
He had a
far from
knuckle
it.
problem.
He just had knuckle issues.
So yeah, Destiny, I'm sure you can't guess who this is.
I
The guy was quite big. That his album, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It was a really
dope
nice
album.
album.
No, I've not eaten.
You've not
today.
eaten today.
No, I've
Okay,
not
let me
eaten.
just let you out of your misery. The guy's name is.
He looks like Davido.
He looks like Davido.
Well, he used to look like
He
Davido.
used to until when he almost started looking like Bobrisky.
Yeah.
And there was a confusion there.
Yeah.
We're not sure. Okay.
What are
this
you guys talking about?
Okay, and this is the video by the one and only Sean Tizo.
Sean Tizzle.
Yes, Sean Tizo, and the song title is Wasted. Wow, what a title.
Oh, you guys are
Let's
really...
go.
mother was big.
Somebody somewhere, somewhere. You know, it sounded like, oh my God,
Why you give? Why? Wow.
Nah. I actually like the song.
I'm just saying.
I actually like
it just reminded me of that song.
But my thing with
Cynthia Morgan reminds you of Mariah Carey.
Wow. No. Cynthia Morgan doesn't remind me of Mariah Carey.
my thing with Sean Tizzo, like, would you rather be a Sean Tizzo blow up, have a really really big song and become really big, then drop to nothing, or would you be a Sound Sultan who was never really big but is just steady?
I'd rather be a Sound Sultan.
So you're saying
that's always relevant.
So Sound Sultan is like he's
always relevant.
He's a lake.
He's
a lake. That's what you're saying because you know the lake is just flowing.
Just, has he won? I don't think he ever won like Sean Tizzo won Next Rated.
Oh, he did?
Because I think Sound Sultan was too old when they started doing that.
Old in the industry, not in age.
Yeah, in industry.
Yeah,
I mean, he was there for like more than 10 years.
I think
you can't call him Next Rated.
Sound Sultan was that one when the girl ate everything. Take my money.
That was a hit jam.
That was one of his biggest.
Well, he's had really good songs, but it's not really like at Two-Face level.
I think, no. And that's what we were discussing last week, Thursday actually. It's just for artists just to be throwing it out there. Yeah. Really, and just ignore the fear of trying to make a number one hit. Just stay relevant. Be giving it to us because as you guys read those clues out, I didn't know who you were talking about. Should have just said Bleach. I'm like, what?
All right, before we start calling ourselves out, let's tell. Okay,
but his hair though, I don't know.
Head on to Twitter and let us know if it's a trend or trash. Remember to use the hashtag #LoveToBlog so I can look it up and read out your tweets for us in the studio. So Caesar, trend or trash the video? What do you think?
Okay, I'd trend the video. I like the song.
Okay. Yeah. You said something about his hair.
His hair, I don't know. I like,
Is it a bit distracting?
Yeah, it was too bright.
But do you find Adele's hair distracting? Why are you being so prejudiced?
They're different. Yeah, Sean Tizzo, he already.
So as in your mind, he fits you. In his own mind, he fits you.
No. Okay, well, he would think so.
Yes, you see?
Sean Tizzo looks like an emoji, no disrespect, but it's like putting dreads on.
Maybe that's the formula to blow because there are quite a few artists that are having that same hairstyle.
Yeah, but they don't have the same head. So there's a difference.
All right,
but Sean is cool. Sean is my.
It's your guy, yeah, of course.
So
everyone's guy.
What do you think about
Wonderful. Woo. Okay. The video. I think. It's there. It's better than what I expected.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yes.
But you've not really done, which means you don't know Sean Tizzo's... not even that one. That's Perfect Gentleman.
Let me be your
perfect gentleman.
Yeah, it's nice, but because it's been away for so long...
No, it wasn't long. It's just that I didn't like it.
No, I did. I like to dance to Sean Tizzo.
You were waiting for the end.
My waist just likes to go.
The way you're saying it, like you're just managing it.
My dear, it was better than I expected, so well done.
Okay, so is it trend or trash?
It's a whatever.
We don't have a whatever in the option.
Oh, we don't?
It's trend or trash.
The song is called Wasted, and some of the girls in the video looked a bit wasted. That's my only thing. That's the only thing, but I thought the video was nice.
So are you trying to say the video was a waste?
No, wasted as in, wasted when you drink and you do things when you're a bit wasted.
It's a trench.
It's a trash.
A trench.
I want to say trend.
It's almost a trend.
I want to say it's more of a trend than
a trash.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. All right, so you guys head on to Twitter. For me, I think it's a trend because the video was quite colorful.
Yeah.
And I looked at it. I saw that it was shot close to my house in Houston.
Yeah, that place, right?
That place.
Yeah.
When you take that Fifth Avenue call.
Fifth Avenue, yeah.
You've got to have a visa, number one, then take a plane to go to Yankee. It's not.
No, someone has told me that you can buy motor and travel to Obodo Ibo. Olamide. I buy motor and to travel go Obodo Ibo. I don't need a plane. I don't need a visa.
So these days,
I have a car. I'm going to Ibo country.
There's a place near Ajawo Estate called Obodo Ibo. One point.
As long as it works.
As long as it works, man. If they call it Obodo Ibo, they call it Osapa London or Join.
But if you didn't need a visa, realistically, where in the world would you want to go and why?
I would like to go to Hawaii.
Why Hawaii?
Because I love the beach.
There are beaches in other places.
No, I don't like Nigerian beaches.
No, but there are beaches. So Hawaii, why? Because
Because it's really they've painted the picture of Hawaii to be a really nice place for a vacation that you just chill.
Yes, they've painted that
nice
picture.
sunlight, nice water, everywhere is cool.
So you want to be greeted by the aloha
by the ladies in like
you
know that kind
but
of.
But do you prefer the aloha girls to the way the belly dancers in Dubai?
Hey,
You know?
no, the problem with Dubai now is that you must have Arab money to keep up.
You're not serious. It is well. God will give you the Arab money.
Amen. Okay,
so Hawaii, how about you, Caesar, real quick? Sorry.
Where would you go real quick?
I don't know, either Saudi Arabia or Dubai
or Iran. Have you ever thought about that? Or Baghdad. Go and catch bullets.
You are forgiven.
Okay. You go. Where will you go? Where will you go?
Niger.
Honestly,
where you'd go?
Abio.
Yeah, where you
I've
go?
been
Yeah, in
always
Nigeria.
I've been dying to go to Thailand for
Wow.
so long, but too many people are going there now, so I'm thinking Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yeah, so
You want to sell something?
Are you going to sell something?
Have you got a kidney
you know,
or
I'm
something
an Igbo girl.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow,
wherever
wow.
we go, we will see business.
Okay, so I think that this is a good one for people out there. If you had the opportunity to go to a country without a visa, where would you go around the world? Where would you go and why? Just tell us randomly. Where would you go? And we're not saying out of the world,
just
as in the world. Don't tell us you're going to Mars or you want to go to Pluto.
Ibiza.
Yes.
That's where I'm every day.
You don't travel.
I'm in Pluto.
All right, so let me read some tweets on the video. This is at Kotizu says, to me, the video is a trend. Nice one. Okay, nice one to Shantizo on that video. She says, hi guys, they were looking cool. Destiny, love your outfits. Hi, Caesar.
Hi, Caesar.
Then at Glory the Poet says,
hey, Chloe.
hey, Glory. Destiny and Caesar drag Edewo to the gym. The song sounds like a jam dedicated to Zulu warriors. At Glory the Poet, God is watching you. And yes, I'll be hitting the gym very soon. I'll reverse with my car and hit. Oh my God. Nice one, guys. Keep the tweets coming. And we are going to make sure that Shantizu knows about his song. So you can tweet and at him and let him know that we're talking about his video today on the show. So here we go. Trend or trash. So Caesar, the facts of the day.
Okay.
Tell us what you think. Not the fact that you're here.
Oh, okay,
Read
okay. Now, did you know 70% of the time your brain is only replaying memories and creating scenarios of perfect moments?
Gang.
70% of the. Well, how about the other 30%?
My brain does that 99%.
The other 30%, you're probably envying somebody. You're trying to spoil somebody's market, steal somebody's boyfriend, steal somebody's husband.
99.9%. I live in my head. I live in my beautiful moments. I live in the memories that I create for myself. And I'm rich. I'm powerful.
So 70%.
I am the bomb.
And you will
I'm
explode.
successful.
Are you going to say that if you're in the Middle East or something? But anyways.
Now you guys will Middle East fall on you.
Don't go and say you are the bomb.
You're the bomb.
Middle East.
Middle East fall on you.
Please don't.
You see where you use your other 30%. You see where your other 30% is going. You see? Perfect example. When my own
really, 70% of your brain is
memories.
You're recreating, good memories. Wow, that's quite.
Honestly speaking, like jokes aside, I think.
Well, how about people in prison? Does that apply to them as well?
You have to be able to do that to survive in prison. There's a picture that I always see online when it talks about perspective, where there are two men in the prison cell and they both have paintings. One guy is painting flowers and how he envisions the outside world to be in colorful and swimming pools, and the other guy painted bars.
Wow.
So it's really the power of the mind that will sustain you regardless of what you're surrounded. Even if I'm in freaking Afghanistan and bombs are blowing up, in my head, I'm in Miami or Hawaii.
That's true. But there's talking about the prison, you're trying to have a good, using that 70%, and you start singing songs like, what the Lord has done for me, it shall be permanent.
Yes.
So you're saying it shall be permanent in prison?
It shall be permanent.
It's all about the mind. Me
permanent.
hearing that song is every blessing and every contract and opportunities that are coming to me will be permanent. You understand?
Yes.
Mindset.
Someone just said, at Cotizu said, if I had the opportunity to travel, I must run not to travel to Paris or, you travel to Paris and I will not come back. Wow.
Why? Why Paris though?
Why? What's happening in Paris?
Because Paris, maybe it's the romantic, it's a good destination. Even though I grew up
Paris
there.
Paris is the place of love. Why?
I still would.
Why is Paris?
The place of love.
Why they make it like?
À cause de la langue.
Oh, wow.
Je pense parce que la langue est très romantique.
Oui.
Parce que même en français, we had this growing up. Let me break it down.
Okay.
In French, in English, a word for a gun, it sounds like g. Gun. Like I'm gonna shoot you with my gun. The word gun in French is pistolet. How threatening is that?
There's even peace in it.
Pistolet. I'm gonna bring out my pistolet. Je vais te avec mon pistolet.
What's the meaning of this? The only French sentence or word I know. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
All right. Okay.
It's a good word, right?
It's lovely at night.
It's a lovely word.
Yeah.
At night, yeah.
That's the old bonge show.
Yeah. If you know what it means, since I said it.
No. Why we say it again?
Yeah.
Don't say it again.
I don't speak French.
Good.
You don't speak French.
No.
Oh, but some
speak
people.
Spanish.
¿Cómo estás, señor? So most of the European, bien now. European is supposed to be romantic, so.
Supposed to be, yeah.
Shantizo's brother. You want our listeners to go?
I'm the Don.
Yes. So now we're talking about
Okay.
Shantizo's.
All right, so thank you. Please forgive the men in the building. Keep your tweets coming. Do let us know who you are, where you are, and of course, where would you go as a holiday destination if you did not need a visa? And yes, Paris.
Paris.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
I would love to
go to
Sacre
Paris.
Sacre bleu.
And
welcome back. It's still the blog. We have more fun behind the scenes than we do in front. But let's just throw this out there real quickly before we get to the real piece. We're talking about local languages that sound aggressive, but they're really just saying hello. And I said for me, it's Yoruba. Just because in London, you hear Yoruba on the bus, on the street, and they're really, and I'm like, but they're just saying how far, like Baoni. You understand? But I also
think that the Igbo language is a bit aggressive. It sounds a bit aggressive.
No, and I said that if the Igbo language sounds aggressive, it's because it's being aggressive. So if you're hearing aggression in Igbo, then it's aggressive.
What is that just from?
No, right? That's what I said. Like if Obina is saying it, it'll probably sound like that. Yeah, but if I heard Bianca Ono talking the other day, and it was just smooth, like water, you know.
No, you were just carried away by her looks.
You're just a ladies' man.
But
and I also said that the Hausa language is very cool. The Hausa language is it's subtle. It's like, you know, you can use it to woo it a bit and she'll be happy.
You can. But again, it's still on who's talking. Because I've heard some guys,
even you pointing your finger at my face. Nikuma, I will point my finger at your face.
So you see what I mean? If it sounds aggressive, then it's being aggressive.
Yes.
Because you're throwing your finger. It's being aggressive.
It's being aggressive.
I have a confession. Stop it. That's actually turning me on.
Wow.
No, back in uni, I loved to see, and I don't know why, but the majority of like well-read Nigerians in university were either Yorubas, but predominantly Hausa. So I'd love to see a well-read Hausa man.
Okay.
With the accent.
Yeah, because if
fellow Nigerian.
What are you talking about?
I'm not going there. Let's move on. I have some tweets to read real quick.
Quick before we get
quick,
to the
please.
real.
All right. So this is at Katizu says, I got to tweet again about your beauty. You too fine. Come on. I was talking about
Who
this.
you? Oh, okay. Sometimes.
He said you too fine.
Just checking.
This is at Katizu though. She's really admiring the way you look today. Then at France 6 tweet says, I wouldn't mind Milan or Paris. That's where he would like to go.
Europe.
At G Matrix says, hello guys, lovely show. I'm tripping for Destiny. Wouldn't mind visa free to Canada with I'm a kiss. He wants to take you along. Wahoo!
Boo!
Okay.
I'm gonna come with you. We'll go to the French-speaking part of Canada.
She can speak French, so you guys will be safe.
You guys will
That's
kiss
a
that
good
way as well.
destination. Are you single? Maybe it's fate. What do you mean we'll kiss as well?
No, we're
In
just
French,
saying.
just kiss that way.
G
that's all.
Matrix, she's ready to go. She's all packed. And hope you have 30 billion because she like money.
That's not true.
She's
Stop.
Igbo.
Stop chasing away potential
G-Matrix, she's
somebody.
G-Matrix is
Igbo.
Igbo.
Meaning what?
She likes
Igbo,
money.
so,
Listen.
Her bride price is expensive. She likes money. Let's move on to the next one. Kotizu says, Edewo, why? Paris is a beautiful place and has been my dream place since childhood. Also, I love French.
Oh,
Okay, no problem.
okay, so Kurt Tizzle, this is for you.
Yes.
Je voulais bien te souhaiter une bonne journée et plein de bonnes choses. Mouah. Bisous.
Kotizu, this is for you.
This is for you. Please go and try and find out what she said. Before you start getting impressed, find out what Daphne said.
But guys, we need to get into the first story of the day. I love this. It brings back memories. But let me ask the guys here and you guys at home before we get into the real piece. Has there been anything that you've said you wouldn't do before that you find yourself doing?
Yeah.
That you regret?
Yeah, actually.
Like what?
Regrets?
Regrets?
A bit like, oh, I'll never date.
You never do that.
I'll never date a dark-skinned guy, or I'll never date
Yeah,
a short
okay,
guy.
that-
or,
that's- that-
you know?
that's happened a lot.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's happened a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So this real piece is deeper than that, actually.
Okay.
Gabrielle Union, yes, in case you don't know, the star of Being Mary Jane, who recently, not recently, was married for a couple of years, says she never wanted kids, but now she does. Gabrielle Union has opened up about her struggles to have a child with husband Dwayne Wade, who she's been married to since April 2014. Now, the 44-year-old writes in her forthcoming book, We're Going to Need More Wine. I've had 8 or 9 miscarriages for 3 years. My body has been a prisoner for trying to get pregnant. I've either been about to go into an IVF cycle, in the middle of an IVF cycle, or coming out of an IVF cycle. Gabby also revealed that she never even wanted kids until she became a stepmom to Dwayne's 3 boys who bring her so much joy. I've never wanted kids. Then I became a stepmom, and there was no place I'd rather be than with them. For so many women, and not just women in the spotlight, people feel very entitled to know, do you want to have kids? A lot of people, especially people that have fertility issues, just say no because that's a lot easier than being honest about whatever is actually going on. People mean so well, but they have no idea the harm or frustration it can cause. Wow.
Gabrielle Union. First of all, I used to have a massive crush on Gabrielle Union.
Why used to?
Now she's married.
What, now she's 44?
No, I have no problem with that.
He likes sugar mummies.
You
No,
know.
sister.
But
Is it not you?
Okay, me
See
too.
who's
We're all
talking.
the same.
But Gabrielle Union, come to Nigeria, all these churches, we'll go to the beach, we'll handle it once. You have,
What do you mean?
you give you 3 immediately. You come out back to back, Give it
Daddy
back to
freeze,
back,
Daddy
oh.
freeze.
And then
It
back
to be
to
a
back,
hit.
to be a hit, back
Free
to
the
back.
shippo heat.
Freeze the shippo heat. Daddy freeze must feel.
I don't know why you come to Nigeria.
Wow.
We have talent, special talent, solving those kind of problems. But seriously, I don't. Dwayne won't have any. He's got 3 boys, so
No, we'll get into that. So,
Okay.
guys, I went before the cart, as they say. This is the question that we want to know, and I kind of asked this way beforehand. Is there something you thought you never wanted, but needed it eventually? So is there something, let's go a bit deeper than, preferences. Is there something that you never wanted before. And then for me, can I say something real quick here?
Yeah.
Is men that get hysterectomies, is that the word? A hysterectomy. It's when you, like, when you snip and the men, like, no more semen, therefore you can't have kids
You're shooting
again.
blank.
It's making such a permanent decision at such an early stage of your life, good or bad. And I don't want to mention anybody's name, but I know a celebrity couple who have done that, and they've not been married for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they're under 35. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that obviously everybody has that one thing that you thought you would never do, but you realize that in the long run, you
Change your mind.
change your mind, because we mostly make our decisions based on the present situation that we are in. There was a time in my life that I said I wasn't going to get married.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Well,
yes.
thank you for
I
that.
actually said that.
Wow.
I thought, because...
Why?
Because to me, at that time, I was feeling that I wasn't going to be a good husband.
Oh.
You know, I felt that I wouldn't be able to keep a family and keep a career at the same time. I felt that my career would take me away. So I was like, okay. Now that, because I started experiencing the career started to happen, and I felt it was good. So I was thinking, where would I see that? Where would I create that space to accommodate a family of, you know, a woman, probably a couple of kids? So I thought that, no, I wasn't going to get married.
See, the beauty with that is that, thank God, it wasn't a permanent...
It wasn't a permanent decision.
...thing that you had,
that
like
you can't
kids,
reverse.
for instance. Yeah. Like you probably have 2-3 kids and you're thinking, oh, my career's going so great, I don't want any more kids. Honey, snip it, or remove my womb, because I don't.
Yeah.
And then, you know, 10 years later, this Tony Braxton's sister, what's her name? She used to be on The Real.
Yeah, okay. I don't
What's her name? She used to be on The Real. I forgot her, but Tony Braxton's younger sister had difficulties conceiving. So when she had her first child and the stress of all that, she's like, that's it, we're done. Like, we don't want no more kids. And that was like, I think 4 or 5 years ago. And today she's trying really hard to conceive.
But you know, I think that's, permit the term, that's a stupid thing to do. Because there are other ways. There's protection,
Like
for Christ's sakes.
No, but sometimes protections will slip.
And there's this thing, I don't know what it's called.
It's a coil.
Yeah.
But then those things mess up your hormones as a woman.
Oh, for real?
So, yeah, so the word is, it's for a woman, and reading what Gabrielle went through, remember, women go through a lot more than the men do. Because we have to, especially if it's coming from our point of view, go through IVF. And that's intense. That takes a toll on your hormones. It takes a toll on your mood. It takes a toll on your whole career and your whole life and your whole being. And I watched one of the presenters who went through that. And Juliana. And you never know if one is going to pick. And that's why most couples have twins or triplets, because you have to put more than one egg inside, because you don't know which one is going to pick or if it's going to pick at all, or if you've just lost all 3 eggs or all 4 eggs and you have no more to go for. So it's pretty intense from a woman's point of view. And then contraceptives mess up your hormones. How long are you going to be on contraceptives for? If you're sexually active from being a teenager, and that's where Kim got pregnant, because she was on contraceptives for so long that they said it messed up her chances of conceiving, because she was over 30. So over 30, the chances become slimmer, and then you've been on contraceptives for like almost 15 years of your life. So when she went off the contraceptives and used the condom, so she tells us, she got pregnant with West.
Wow.
That's quite amazing.
Wow.
So it's pretty intense.
I just feel it's a bit intense to go that far, do something that drastic. Dude should learn to, there's withdrawal, you know.
Dude, do you know how many kids are products of withdrawal? Kids are products of, you know, that doesn't always work. And I need to have a TV show just about sex, honestly, because the pre-cum, and I can say this, it's national, it's daytime, that the pre-semen is actually stronger.
For real?
Yes, sir.
For real?
For real.
Wow.
Than withdrawing. So there's a lot of, and something that Caesar mentioned earlier on is that with infertility here, the women, it's easy to say that, oh, it's the woman's fault that she can't conceive. And Caesar just made a really, innocent remark with, Wade already has 3 kids.
Yeah.
So obviously the problem's not from him. But check this out. Recently, Khloe Kardashian has just told us that she's pregnant.
Yes, yes.
Now, when she was married to Lamar Odom, it was no secret that she tried to get pregnant.
She did.
Now, she came under attack on Twitter by one of her fans saying that, I think it's really mean that you lied to us by telling us that you couldn't conceive when you was with Lamar and have that whole community support you and back you, and then now, poof, you're pregnant. And she said that she never lied, that the only thing she didn't mention was who had the fertility issue. Now, Lamar Odom has children from previous marriages. So we on the outside were like, oh yeah, the problem is Khloe.
Yeah.
But guess what? The abuse of drugs over the years affected his fertility. So Khloe was like, I must have the problem because he's already got kids. But during her IVF and fertility treatment, she found out that, no, you're actually okay. Yes, you have polycystic ovaries, but you can still conceive. Lamar was the one with the problems, even with the kids. So the fact that Gabrielle Union's husband has 3 kids does not rule him out. But the fact that she's gone through so much through IVF, then clearly it's her. Like, there's so much to talk about on this, and I don't want to dominate it, but it's a woman thing, and it's very, it's deep. And
deep.
I love the fact that she was so honest to say that a lot of women say they don't want to have kids because they know that they can't. So it's easier to say that you don't. And I want to say this because I have a few men in my life that I know that are aware that they have low sperm counts. And these are young boys that are not married, but they're aware that they have low sperm count, and the possibilities of having a child are a lot harder. So these men now put up the mask of, I don't even want kids. Yeah, I don't want the stress of
like,
kids.
Because I don't think it's normal, it's natural for men to say they don't want kids.
Even for women. So I think it's important for us to have more awareness on these things and not make one feel alienated, like Gabrielle Union said right there, like, oh, don't you want kids? I have a problem getting pregnant, thank you very much. Or we have a problem. Like, it's harder to say in this side of the world, and get the help that you need. There's help out there. There's
the problem
research.
is that people get to live in self-denial and they die in it because of the society. You think that if you come out and say, oh, I can't have kids, or this is what's going on with me, people start looking at you differently. They start saying, oh, maybe it's your fault. Maybe what you did in the past.
There's this stigma.
Maybe
it's from your family.
Maybe you wanted to bloom and you gave. I've heard some celebrities say that already, that they sold their souls and sold their.
So all their children, they've given out their children before they came. And all that kind of
But the truth is that when they come out and you're honest with it on social media or with the world, you have more supporters than you would know. There's the supermodel, a Nigerian one, I think, who, I don't know if she's a supermodel, but she had problems conceiving. And I didn't know that. And the community of people who knew, and when she took in, the support that she had was phenomenal.
They were afraid. It's fine.
But like I said, still, there's a quick cure to all of that. Just come to Nigerian pastors, especially the ones that wear white. It's not a problem at all.
Okay.
No.
At Katizu says, and then mine was that I'll never date any other ethnic group apart from mine. Talk less of to marry the person. But karma fell on me.
Very good.
Strong one. So you didn't want to get married to or date anybody apart from, anyone aside your own fellow brother.
Why though?
Wow.
This age and time when
but this was something
maybe
she said
growing
she
up
wanted
beforehand.
to do that she would never do, like date someone that is not from her ethnic group, and that's it. So yeah, it's quite deep.
That's cool. That's a
But
good
it's a
one.
good thing that you have changed now. You can date
like I was telling, my dad really wanted me to marry an Igbo person growing up because my sister went to Ghana, my other family members went everywhere else except for Nigeria, talking less of Igbo. So the pressure was on me when I was younger. Now, listen, if I bring a monkey home, Popsy will be happy.
like that.
Let him just wear a suit.
Let the monkey just
wear a suit.
Just wear a suit.
He'll be so happy. But never say never.
True, never say never.
Say
never.
never.
There's something that Monica used to tell us in the office, our producer. She always says that you never say never because when you are not in that situation.
True.
You can always say, you can always talk about it.
To me,
But when you get into that situation, that's when you realize that, So I actually did this thing.
Yeah.
And my pastor said that at church yesterday. Sorry, he said that after a man has finished running up and down the football pitch, back and forth, you that is sitting down at home will say, why you just kick the ball like that now? Why did you just kick it like that now, bro? You're not running.
You're not running,
the field.
so you don't know it's true.
I love that.
That's quite deep, though.
Pretty deep. I love it. Feel free to go on Twitter. Let us know if there's something that you said you'd never do before and now you regret it. Are you a woman? Are you married? Did you say you never wanted kids before and now you want kids? And especially when it comes to the issue of fertility, I think you should definitely go online, do some research. And nothing is impossible. With or, nothing is impossible. All right, so on that note, we're going to go on a break. And if you want, you can hit up Caesar during the break and ask him where his church is. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the blog. My name is Destiny Amaka, and you are watching the #1 show on the planet.
The planet.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. #1 show on the planet. If you don't like it, come and beat us in our office.
On the planet.
Beats him. Wow. He's in his office. I'm in my office up here.
Come and catch
where
us.
It's always rosy and beautiful.
Come and catch us.
All right, so the next story, it is, she ain't got no power. Well, we don't know that, but First Lady of Maven speaks up about gender equality. I like this. I've never actually read it. So, Maven star Tiwa Savage is of the opinion that men are superior to women at home. Speaking in an interview, the mum of one bared her mind about gender equality, saying, "It's real. I'm not going to say I'm completely comfortable with it, but it is what it is. You have to deal with it. If it means you have to work 10 times harder than your male counterparts, don't complain about it. Do what you have to do. We all celebrate people like Oprah and Mo Abdul, and we don't actually realize what they have to do to get to that point. They probably had to do 20 times more than their male counterparts. Once you get there, you don't complain about it. You don't complain about how you get there. So whatever it is you have to do as a female, you just have to get it done. I know I'll ruffle a few feathers, but I also don't think that men and women are equal. I don't think that's how God created us, especially in the household anyway. So I think as a female, when we realize that, we can be strong in our careers, but when we're at home, we have to realize that the man is the head of the house.
Oh,
woo!
Tiwa Savage, I need to clap for you. We endorse you. You are too much.
Yes.
For you to say that.
You're
God.
smart.
You're smart.
You're loyal.
You're loyal.
Loyal.
Come and take his money.
Coming from
Buy
men that
yourself
never
a
marry yet. So.
But I think that at this point, I don't think that we should still be talking about this gender equality issue. It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Men and women are not the same. We're not created in the same pattern or structure. So, like she said, okay, in the home now, the home, it's a unit. There's always a team leader, or there's always a head of a unit. Two people can't lead a unit at the same time. It's impossible. Because you have one idea going this way, another idea going this way. And according to creation, God made man the head of the home. But that doesn't mean that the woman is a slave to man. The woman was created to be a helper. Now, being a helper, which means if you're a helper, which means you're almost stronger than the person you want to help. Because if you need to be a helper to someone or to somebody, you are there to assist the person achieve whatever it needs to achieve. So you are also a strong part of that unit. Yes, you're very relevant in that system. But when women come out and they try to make it a big deal, that because you're a career woman and you're here, then you shouldn't be totally submissive to a husband who is probably not on the same career status as you. that's where the problem comes in every time. But what Tiwa Savage said just made a whole lot of sense. You can be whatever you want to be. Outside. But in the home, that has to do with the mother, father, and children, the father is the head of that unit.
Perfect.
It's just how I choose to say...
Quickly, sorry, Caesar, trying to cut you. If you're watching at home, don't forget to get involved. The question we want to know is, what's your take on this whole gender equality discussion? So head on to Twitter, let us know, and Caesar.
Yeah, how I see it, like, I see the family like a bus.
Okay.
The man is the driver, the wife is the conductor.
Right.
So when the conductor says, I want to drive, there's going to be problems. You know? So there are different roles.
And have you noticed that the conductor is the one responsible for collecting the money and bringing the passengers into the
That's
bus?
how much
how
power
important
the woman has, how important
that
the role
person is.
Caesar, like Bluetooth. What?
But people don't see it this way, man. They feel that I want to be the driver. So if we have 2 drivers in the bus, or we have 2 steering wheels in the bus, and both of you want to drive, how would the car go forward?
Yeah, of course.
So let's just try and understand our rules and understand how to function in them. That's basically it.
I think the whole gender inequality debate, argument, and everything rose up similar reasons to this whole Biafra thing. Is when one community or gender feels oppressed by the other.
True.
And like what Tiwa said, I grew up in England. I grew up in Paris, between Paris and England. And growing up in France, we were predominantly the only black people there. So I already knew that I had to do more to be seen, to be accepted, or for even my money to have value. They didn't care about the money. It's not like London or here. And then in London, it was not only was I in entertainment, but I was black, I was female, and then I hit puberty and I was plus size. So when Tiwa talks about shut up and do it, so I've never been a feminist because I'm not really one to cry about something, but I think the role of those who are, you know, making noise about these things is good. It's just not my gifting. Because if we have to work 20 times harder to be appreciated and have the same salary as men today, then the women that were before us had to work 50 times harder.
That's true.
So the campaigns for this equality, I don't dismiss it, just like the whole Biafra thing. I think one Nigeria. I think what I'm taking from the noise of this Nnamdi, whatever his name is raising awareness. Because I didn't know that the, you know, Igbos were not being given access to so many things until this whole Biafra campaign came out. Same with women.
Yes, true.
I didn't know that so much inequality was going on until they started shouting and making noise about it. Now here's where we need to draw the line. After the shouting and the making noise, please don't be making the noise because you think you're superior, more superior than the men, or that you can do more than the men. It can be so. I remember studying in school when we were learning about the circular family. Back in the days, the women wanted more responsibilities, but we did it wrong because on top of having to take care of the home and the family, they now gave us a career. So now we're overloaded. Overworked. And it's like, okay, see, that's what you wanted. Here you got it. But you got to still remember your responsibility. So naturally, like Tiwa said, we are homemakers. We are not men. We're not equal. We're equal as human beings. We're equal as rights. But to say that we're equal, then God would have all given us breasts. All giving us wombs, or all giving us.
Then let's all just give birth to kids and take care of them.
Do you understand? So I think it's important. Like we're not. But don't ever come at me and say that you can't do this because you're a female.
True.
Maybe it's true. You can't give birth because you're a man.
Oh no, we are going.
It's been fun.
Oh, we're going.
All right, guys.
Keep the
See
tweets
you all on
coming,
Twitter.
and we'll respond to ya. Don't go. No.